So your Presearch node stopped working? Let me show you what steps you can take and how to make it running live again without losing the stake, especially if your node was created some time ago when the stake for having node was lower. Hello everyone, my name is Andrew and today we're gonna troubleshoot Presearch nodes. Presearch nodes. Yes, if your node stopped working or something else has happened to the node or you have created a new node, this is the right place. I'm gonna explain all these details in this video. But first of all, let's take a look where we can find the official information about how to fix one or another issue with Presearch node. So the easiest way to find the information, docs.presearch.org/nodes or on the Discord channel. Actually, we have some links in there where you can find all kind of information. So on the Discord channel, that would be nodes troubleshooting, and here we have some nice articles with information. For example, my Presearch node is down. What to do? Here is some information, and not just short sentences, but the links to full articles. So if something happened to your node and on your dashboard you see that it's inactive or something else is happening, well, most likely it will be just inactive, not that green icon but gray one, and no pre-coins are being accumulated. So first thing what you should try, we have this kind of universal repair instruction. So this is the first thing that you should try while trying to repair your node. And you can see this instruction on the same Discord channel. The question is, what is universal repair instruction? Here is some information and the instruction itself. And in most cases, this instruction should help you to solve the issue out. If there is nothing too much badly done, not too much misconfiguration or anything like that, this instruction should run like recreate the node. The stake stays as it is. Actually, I think the node is recreated, but the stake is being transferred, and everything should work fine. In my case, well, this instruction unfortunately did not help, and my node still was not working. So what is the next step that you can do? I think the easiest one is to try to recreate the node or try to reinstall the Docker itself. And before we continue, you should know that there is one thing that you should never ever in any occasion do if something goes wrong with your node. And that thing is, you should not delete your node. Because if you do so, everything is lost. All hope is lost, even if you transfer the coins and there are no coins accumulated on that node, you will not be able to transfer the stake from that node that you have created earlier, if you delete it. So, like I mentioned, never ever in any occasion delete the node. So if this universal repair instruction did not help you, you should try to back up your node and create new one. Yes, don't rush and don't uninstall or reinstall your Docker right away. First, try to back up your node and then create a new one. Or if you back it up, you can install a new Docker and then create a new one. You will have less trouble while doing that. Of course, I will show you it's possible, even if you delete the Docker and try to recreate the node, it's still possible to get the stake back from your previous node. Of course, if you won't delete it, like I mentioned, never ever delete it, and you can still have the same stake. Because, for example, months or two ago, the stake for the node was 2000 pre-coins. Now it's double that, 4000 pre-coins. That's why you probably want to have a node with those smaller amount of coins. Yeah, so in this article, the URL is here, doc.presearch.org, nodes backing up and migrating nodes. Basically, it's in Presearch docs and backing up and migrating nodes. Here is whole instruction what to do to back up your node and create it again. So in this case, I will not go through this procedure because unfortunately I did not know about this one and I have uninstalled the Docker on my system. What that means? That means that old node, okay, the node itself is not gone, but all this configuration, all this backing stuff is kinda gone. The node is still visible on the dashboard, but I can't do anything like that. But, like I mentioned before, there is one more way to fix the issue. And here is one more article, alternative to backing up nodes. We have some text, some information in here, and the script command line as well. In short, what it does, it creates a new node and takes the stake from the oldest inactive node. So that means if you have a node that is not working for some time, it will take the stake from that node and will transfer that stake to the new node which you have just created. This is an alternative. The date will be new on the node, everything will be kinda new, but you still can get the stake from the old node to be transferred. As we can see on my Presearch dashboard, there is one node that I have created like a couple months ago, and yeah, it's not working anymore, it's not active, but it has stake, which is 2000 Presearch coins, while nowadays it's required 4000 Presearch coins. And of course, I want to create a new node with this stake to be transferred. I have two, Docker Quick Start Terminal and Docker Desktop. So I have started Docker Desktop graphical interface, but what we need a command prompt. And let's see how it works if we copy paste this test command. We got an error and nothing is here. Let's see what happens if we try to create a Presearch container. And in our case, this is the important part of the code. E-stake disconnected oldest. This means that it should take the stake from the disconnected oldest node. So as we can see, nothing is happening with this new Docker desktop windows. I had an issue before. I had just, as you can see, I had like Docker toolbox, which I found on some kind of tutorial, and I just went through that tutorial and installed it. Everything was working fine for a month or two, yeah, maybe more than a month, and then my Presearch node stopped working. So if you take a look at that command I showed you before, it has at some point at the end, almost at the end, it has -e, and there is some more code. So for some reason on the Docker toolbox it was not working. That's why I decided, let's try as the Presearch documentation says. Let's try to install Docker Desktop and let's see how it goes. Unfortunately, looks like both of these instances can't work together, Docker Toolbox and Docker Desktop. So I just removed the Docker Toolbox, left only Docker Desktop on my computer, and let's see how it goes now. So I have just removed Docker Toolbox and let's see what will happen. Okay, looks like it's working better this time. And now we have sample container installed. And let's try Presearch command. Alright, we can see we have two nodes running. This is how it should be, Presearch Auto Updater and Presearch Node. Yes, both are running, everything looks fine. But we still have a message, unknown shorthand flag e in -e. And this means that node was created, but stake was not moved. Damn it. This is what I was saying before. Looks like everything should work nice and fine and nice, but for some reason that command is not being accepted. Let's open new window and let's try to remove. Stop Presearch Node, stop Auto Updater and remove. Yes, this is what we want. It was removed, we can't see it here, and we can see that this node is not active anymore. So we can remove it from here as well. Let's try again. Nodes were created, nodes are running, and listening again. So we don't see any error messages regarding the Command E, and this time looks like the stake was successfully moved to a new node. Great success! Finally, the stake was moved and the node was created. So as you can see, it's not that easy. That might look like click, click, double click, one script, one change, enter, done. Unfortunately, this time it was not that easy. But as you know, you should not have two, Docker Toolbox and Docker itself, only one. Actually, I recommend Docker because Docker Toolbox is not working, and then this command should work. Okay, let's try to wait a couple of days, let's skip the time, and let's see if everything still works and if any Presearch coins is being accumulated from this node. And as we can see, yeah, it was created not so long ago, and we have a couple of pre-coins earned. But for some reason, the old node, the one that had the name on it and yeah, the stake was used, is gone now. So I'm not sure why and how this happened, because I did not change anything, but that node for some reason is gone. If you take a look at the Docker desktop, we can see that nodes are running, yes, 3-4 days, everything looks fine. And on the command prompt window, it's also showing that everything is more or less fine. So it took me longer than expected, but I was finally able to fix this issue with the not working node. It stopped working for no reason, and it took me a couple of evenings to figure out how to fix, test in various ways. As you can see, one of the examples was there. Even before starting to filming this video, I was kind of trying to figure out and trying all kind of things to fix this issue. So if your node stops working, try these steps I have recommended, and this should shorten the time that you would need to fix the issue. Because yeah, more or less all the documentation is here, and hopefully the first script will help you and you won't need to reinstall everything, that the node would start working again. And especially, don't delete your original node and don't lose the stake you have staked. This is tip number 1. Okay, so I hope this was useful. Please share your comments if you had any issues with your nodes before, like that it would stop working out of nowhere, because this has happened to me and I have no idea why this happened. Yeah, really strange, nobody could tell, and there were some kind of strange error messages and script, and even the support team, basically they were saying like, what the going on here, they did not knew that. So hopefully you will not get that bad, but I'm really interested if everything is working smoothly for you or there are some issues as well. So please let me know that in the comments, hit that like button if you like this video, and see you next time. Cheers!